Hello everyone, welcome to Commerce Tutorials. In this video, I am going to discuss about the types of accounts. Before going to know about the types of accounts, let me know what is meant by accounting. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing and analyzing the financial transactions of a business in a systematic manner. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing and analyzing the financial transactions of a business in a systematic manner. Accounting is also known as language of business. So, recording, classifying, summarizing and analyzing are the steps of accounting cycle. Let's discuss the types of accounts. There are two types of accounts, personal account and impersonal account. Personal account means the account which is related to persons is known as personal account. The account which is related to persons is known as personal account. Personal account is again classified into three types. Those are natural personal account, artificial personal account and representative personal account. Next type of account is impersonal account. Impersonal account means the account which is not related to persons is known as impersonal account. Impersonal account is again divided into two types. Those are real account and nominal account. Let's discuss these accounts in detail in the next slide. See, golden rules of accounting or accounting principles. First type of account is personal account. Personal account means what? The account which is related to persons. The account which is related to persons is known as personal account. Personal account is again classified into natural personal account, artificial personal account and representative personal account. Natural personal account means the account which is related to natural persons like Raju, Ramu, Ravi, Shravani, Pallavi. These are all the natural persons. So these persons all come under natural personal account. Next, artificial personal account. Artificial personal account means the account which is related to institutions, corporations, banks. These are all artificial persons. So, the accounts which are related to all these institutions is known as artificial personal account. And next one, representative personal account. Representative personal account means the account which represent the persons is known as representative personal account. Here see, Aman here belongs to natural personal account. Ram and Sons, HAPPSS store, bank account. These three are artificial personal account. Why? Because these are all institution names. All institutions come under artificial personal account. Next one, outstanding salary, prepaid expenses. These are all come under representative personal account. Capital also, drawings also come under representative personal account. These accounts are representing the persons. Outstanding salary means the salary which is yet to be paid. The salary which is yet to be paid to the employees, that is known as outstanding salary. Prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses means the expenses which are paid in advance. The expenses which are paid in advance are known as prepaid expenses. These are all come under representative personal account. Let's see the rule of personal account. The rule of personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. This is about personal account. Next one is what? Impersonal account. Impersonal account is again classified into real account and nominal account. First see real account. Real account means the account which is related to assets is known as real account. The account which is related to assets. Assets may be either fixed assets or current assets. Fixed assets means the assets which benefit the business for more than 1 year. Those are called fixed assets. Examples are land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. These are all examples of fixed assets. Fixed assets are again classified into tangible assets and intangible assets. Tangible assets in the sense the assets which we can see and touch. Tangible means which we can see and touch. So, examples of tangible assets are land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. Next, intangible assets. The assets which have no physical presence is known as intangible assets. The assets which we can't see and touch are known as intangible assets. Examples are goodwill, patent rights, copyrights, trademarks. These are all examples of intangible assets. So all types of assets come under real account. I have already told you assets are again classified into fixed assets and current assets. We have discussed about fixed assets. Next type is what? Current assets. Current assets means the assets which gets converted into cash within a period of less than 1 year. The assets which gets converted into cash within a period of less than 1 year are known as current assets. Examples of current assets are debtors, bills receivable, stock. Debtors means the persons to whom we sold goods on credit or the persons to whom we give credit are known as debtors. Bills receivable means imagine that you sold goods to X person for rupees 10,000. He didn't pay money to you immediately. So what we have to do? You have drawn a bill on him. In the bill contains all details like name of the debtor, how much amount you have give credit to him, and within which period of time he will pay amount to you, and amount of interest also. So that bill will become bills receivable to you, and that bill will become bills payable to your debtor. So here we are talking about bills receivable, no? That bill will become bills receivable to you. Bills receivable is treated as current asset. Why? Because the money is receivable in future. So that will be treated as current asset. Examples of current assets are debtors, bills receivable, stock. So all types of assets come under real account. Either it may be fixed assets or current assets. See, here we have given the examples: cash, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, and trademarks. The rule of real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The rule of real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Next type of impersonal account is nominal account. Nominal account means the account which is related to expenses and losses. The account which is related to all expenses, losses, incomes and gains is known as nominal account. See, expenses means either salary, wages, rent, purchases, sales. These are all expenses. Next, discount allowed. It is a loss to the business. Discount allowed means the discount which we give to your debtor. So that is the loss to the business. And incomes and gains. Example, rent received, commission received, discount received. Discount received is a gain to you. That means the discount which we have received from your from your creditor. The discount received is a gain to you. So all expenses, losses, incomes and gains come under the nominal account. The rule of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. The rule of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So, these are the rules of accounting, golden rules of accounting. This is the basics of accounting. You have to be perfect with all these rules of accounting. In order to pass journal entries perfectly, you need to learn these rules very perfectly. Then passing journal entries is very easy, trust me. In the next video, I will come up with some important journal entries which will be useful to you in public examinations. If you like the video, please share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.